On today's menu, we're bringing bold Jamaican flavors straight to your plate. Tender curried goat, rich jerk butter callaloo, and perfectly molded royal blend rice.
Oh, hi there. Welcome to Teika's Kitchen. Get ready to tantalize your taste buds.
Alright, now here's everything that I'm working with today. Fresh cut callaloo, clean goat meat, multigrain rice, plantains, butter, herbs, and spices, as well as coconut milk. I'm starting by rinsing the goat meat with fresh water to remove any loose bones or fragments. Go in with some lemon and vinegar, not just for tradition, but to help cut through that raw scent and tenderize the meat just a little. After that, guys, we'll give it a clean final rinse. Alright, and then we will be ready to season. And it's time to drain the goat meat because we want it dry as possible so our seasoning don't get watered down. Alright, and in the meantime, we're working on our fresh herbs and spices. We're using onion, scallion, ginger, garlic cloves, pimento berries, thyme, and also Scotch bonnet pepper. Now we are grating the ginger instead of chopping, as it releases more of its juice and natural oils, which gives the dish a deeper flavor and smoother finish in the sauce. No chunky bits, because who loves to bite into ginger when you have in your curry, right? Just pure ginger essence. Just poking some holes in the Scotch bonnet pepper there so that we can release the flavor. Alright, and just like that, it is time to get our seasoning on. And with our spices prepped, let's get into it. Alright, nice clean goat meat there. Now we're going to apply the seasonings, but before we do that, we're just sprinkling a little olive oil there, followed up with Maggi all-purpose seasoning, and we're using a combination of garlic powder, onion powder, jerk seasoning, paprika, a little cayenne pepper there, as well as some curry. Give that a good massage, guys, so we can lock in all those flavors, the spices. Oh my goodness. It's now time for our fresh seasoning, so we're adding onion, a little scallion, ginger there as well, and some thyme leaves. We'll reserve the rest for when we're cooking down and making our gravy. Alright, giving that a good rub as well, and we'll allow this to marinate for about 2 hours or even overnight if you have time on hand. Now 2 hours has passed, guys, and it's now time to get our sizzling on. So to heated avocado oil, we're adding garlic clove, thyme, pimento berries, and our curry, right? And of course, we're going to burn it so it can be potent and give us that beautiful color and flavor. Alright, now we are stir frying our goats to ensure that it is fully coated in this burnt curry. Alright, unlocking all those flavor and that beautiful golden color. Smelling so good already. Oh my goodness. Now to get the best flavor out of tougher cuts of meat, slow and steady win the race, guys. We covered it, it started springing some water. This is what it is looking like. We haven't added any stock or any water because what we want is this goat to create its own juice and also to tenderize the meat as best as possible in its own juice so that it can be so flavorful, you know. So low flame, covered, and look at that. As you can see, it is springing more of its juice. Look at that, guys. I know it's a little difficult to see because of all that steam, but I'm telling you, slow and steady wins the race. After about an hour and 45 minutes, it's time to turn our attention to this beautiful multigrain rice. So we're using coconut milk, garlic herb butter, and a little salt. Alright, but before we start bubbling, it's time to get it washed nice and clean to remove some of that starch content that is in it so that it can be nice and fluffy. Alright. So we're using Maggi coconut milk powder to create our coconut milk, adding some warm water there to it, giving it a good mix so it can dissolve effectively. Alright, and with our garlic herb butter on our hands, you know this is about to be some flavorful rice. We added the coconut milk there. Alright, followed by the garlic herb butter, giving it a good stir, and we'll bring this to a boil before we add the rice. It's now time to add the rice. Alright, and just like that, giving it a good stir, we'll allow it to recover and reduce its flame. And before we head to the callaloo, we're just giving our goat meat a good stir, because stirring occasionally is very important for even cooking. Turning our attention to the jerk butter callaloo, adding a little olive oil there as we'll saute some onions and green onions there as well, adding the butter and the jerk seasoning. Guys, when I tell you that this callaloo was so flavorful, oh my goodness, this jerk butter, 10 out of 10 I'll tell you. So we go in first with the stem, as these take a little longer to be, you know, tenderized. So we'll cook these for 1 to 2 minutes, and then we'll go in with the leaves. Alright, giving that a good toss, and in no time, you know it's gonna be ready. But before that, we're applying some Maggi all-purpose seasoning there as well for a little boost of flavor too. Alright, giving it a good toss to ensure that everything comes together nicely, getting all that flavor as well. Alright guys, and that's just about it for the callaloo. Nice, bright and al dente. Removing it from the flame, checking on our curried goat, and look at that. The smell in this kitchen is something else. Alright, now all its juices has finally evaporated. It is nice and tender. Alright, adding some flavor profile there as well. So we went in the remainder of the ginger, the thyme, the scallion, the green onion, adding just a little liquid, guys, to make our sauce. Adding a little more ginger there as well. As you know, ginger and curry is the match made in heaven, I tell you. And to elevate things and take it up a notch, which is optional, we're adding a little overproof white Jamaican rum. And we'll reduce this to simmer so that those flavors can mellow together. Now in the meantime, while the goat is simmering, we're going to go ahead and fry our plantains. Alright, and this is a perfect addition, the perfect side to any Jamaican dinner meal, I tell you. Oh my goodness. But remember not to blink twice when you're frying plantains, because they burn easily. So flame management is of utmost importance. And just like that, they are nice and golden. Now that everything is ready, you better grab your plates, cause look at this curried goat. Oh my goodness, smelling so good, guys. And that multigrain rice, just take a look at that. Oh yeah, not to mention this jerk butter callaloo. And it's time to serve up. Everything coming together so beautifully. Tender, flavorful curried goat, molded royal blend rice for that hearty bite, not to mention that spicy jerk butter callaloo, and sweet golden plantains to balance it all out. This plate is bold, comforting, and straight from the heart of the island. A full Jamaican experience in every bite. Thanks for cooking with me today. If this curried goat combo gave you life, go ahead. Give it a thumbs up Drop a comment below and share it with someone who loves bold Jamaican flavor. Don't forget to subscribe to Teika's Kitchen for more soulful, island-inspired dishes.